Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is a TV review and I'll be having a look at Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel. So I've never heard of Phineas and Ferb before this, and it's obviously a kids TV show that's obviously shown on the Disney Channel. Now Disney has bought Marvel, they've obviously started to incorporate into other their properties. They've kind of made this like special episode of this particular TV series, and what you've got here is your cross worlds thing, where you've got these characters from this Phineas and Ferb cartoon show who have kind of crossed paths with various Marvel superheroes and villains, and they kind of transport them from New York to this the tri-state area ultimately, and have like an adventure there. So this program is obviously aimed at a younger audience. Now I don't really watch a hell of a lot of animation, if I'm completely honest, and as I say, I've never even heard of this one before. So you have to go with this and bear in mind, this is obviously aimed at younger people. So if you're like a Punisher Max fan, for example, you're probably not going to think too highly of this. But just for a kind of a bit of an oddity and just a bit of fun with your kind of Marvel superheroes, it might be worth checking out. I guess it's probably more on the line with the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon more than anything else. So what you've got here is Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, and Spider-Man are sort of transported to this sort of cartoon scenario, and their sort of powers are sort of drained along the way through nefarious means from the bad guy from the normal Phineas and Ferb series, along with the kind of villains. And the interesting thing here, you've got some interesting villains. You've got Red Skull, you've got Venom, you've got Whiplash, and MODOK. And now they're ultimately sort of try and destroy the heroes. Now they've depowered. A bit later on, you've obviously got the heroes mixed up with their kind of different powers. So you've got Thor with Spider-Man's powers, for example, and they kind of team up with these bunch of kids ultimately to try and defeat the bad guys. And as I say, there, in regards to what a kind of you might get out of it if you're a kind of more of just a Marvel fan, there are some little tweaks of adult humour here and there. There's a few jokes about, like, for example, taxis, which I don't think obviously kids are going to get. There's also some kind of references that I think will go over a lot of people's heads. You've got a cameo by, for example, Stan Lee in there. You've also got some references to Ghost Rider. You've got references to Howard the Duck. You've also got the little sort of scene where you have the Lonely Man theme from the original Incredible Hulk TV series, which obviously kids from a certain age simply won't get that reference. And there's also a couple of scenes that are taken straight out of the Avengers film. So it's quite clever in regards to sort of maybe spotting these little sort of Easter eggs, which I found personally that kind of the most fun. There are some quite witty lines, I have to say here, but this is a 40-minute episode, so I felt maybe the joke got a little bit thin, to be honest with you, for that kind of period of time. But it was an entertaining sort of like little oddity. I wouldn't, like I said, don't go into this with sort of like serious expectations of Marvel heroes represented ultimately, because it's just a bit of fun for kids. This is what you have to bear in mind. But for kids, I think they'll get that. They'll get a kick out of it if they're a fan of this Phineas and Ferb series. And, you've got some recognisable names, and I think it's probably a great little crossover for them. So I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think? And leave me a comment. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.